And what is going on, everyone? I guess it would help if I actually added myself to the stream. I have no idea how long this video is going to go. In all honesty, I was contemplating a live sale tonight, slabs only, for the purpose of, well, of course, making some slabs available for purchase, but also to do it quickly. Figured maybe an hour to set it up, hour and a half live sale, and then figuring on it not being a big pile of sales, I would be able to get the stuff packed and not dedicate too much time because I have some stuff I have to take care of in the next few days. Anyway, was going to have my dad help. It is actually his birthday today. I'm not sure if he's coming over to coming to help or not. And besides that, quite honestly, I dug out my extra stuff, like the stuff that's just stacked up is extra stuff that's not in the collection to sell. And I was like, wow, this will take me way too long to sort through and get prices and stuff like that. Of course, there are a decent amount of people in here. We got Junk Slabs, Beans Ball Card Blog, Picker Jim S, Bart, the PSA card guy, Ron Fig, Posty, Crazy Kev, Chris Clark. So we got a number of people in here. So basically, I have a lot of extra slabs. Going through for Hobby Palooza, pulling out my Phillies stuff, which I had sorted into different, for the most part, sorted by eras and such. Not perfect. I am not as organized or worried about being as organized as others. But I still have piles and piles of things, and I quickly realized how much extra stuff I have. So I have plenty of stuff that I can and will eventually move. The non-Philly stuff, non-PC stuff. I mean, I still collect plenty of baseball, plenty of slabs, Hall of Famers, rookies, modern stuff, old stuff, all kinds of stuff. But I also have stacks of just extra things. So those are some of the things I'm definitely willing to show off. What's up, Robert? I guess if you guys have any requests, let me know. I did start sorting some things, but I certainly didn't finish. And I have the webcam today, sitting at the computer. Typically, I use my phone, and I'm just looking around at stuff. Obviously, I have a pile of SGC stuff, but I also have a lot of PSA stuff. I have some expensive items that are highly likely to go on eBay soon, but I'm certainly willing to listen on them. Some guy named Otani, whose stuff has skyrocketed. But we got Robert Gonzalez here, Kevin Jones, Big Scott 35, Eddie's Baseball Autographs, Schmidt Collector. Appreciate you guys all popping in. Charlie Davis. I do not have any of Duran. I guess the slab stand would help a little bit, except for that horrendous glare. Oh, at least it focused up okay. That might help a little bit. Anyway, right here, this is a Chris Paddock 2019 Topps X Vlad Jr. set. Rookie campaign auto, black and white. That's serial numbered to 10. Definitely always willing to listen to offers on that one. There's not a lot of comps available. Definitely not looking to give certain things away, but I just figured I'd show some of it off. There are definitely some Yankees there, Robert. Just got to roll through and find them. I'll just show off a few cheap ones. These are ones that I figured like $18 on. There we go. Get those angles right. But like I said, I started sorting things as like a $15 stack, 18, 20, 25, stuff like that. I really only got through the SGCs. What we can do, what I'm definitely willing to do is just roll through some stuff or take requests, grab stacks, and, just check out some comps and work out something. If it's something I'm willing to sell at the time, willing to work with you guys. Obviously, saving some eBay fees, saving you guys some of the additional fees on top of your eBay purchases. We can work some things out. $4 flat shipping. I would think I could probably do any. Don't think I have any Schmidt autos. What's up, Carter's kids? Another 18 right there. Brendan Rodgers. Somebody had slayed it for like $20. So far, only request is for Yankees. I do see some Phillies, though. Extras that I'm also not in a real hurry to move. All right, Robert, here are some cheaper ones. These are 15. Gleyber Torres. Not in the Yankees uniform, but Reggie Jackson. I do not have any Dale Earnhardt slabs. Sorry about that, Kin. Then also in the $15 pile, a Garrett Cole and also a Gleyber Torres. What's up, James G? What's up, Charlie? McGuire, not that I remember seeing offhand. I'm not saying it's a definite no, slab-wise, but I don't remember seeing any. I know just in my collection, I have his Topps USA rookie in like an 8. And then I have a few like atomic refractors and stuff in the collection, but I don't have a ton of slab McGuire stuff. All right, just to show off some other just showing off a couple $15 slabs. I do have Johnny Bench in the T206. That's about the only Johnny. Showing off some more $15 ones. Tony Gwynn and Alec Boehm. I think next year in Atlantic City, I'm going to have to find a way to bring a whole bunch of extra stuff with me, like a crazy amount since I'd be able to drive easily for like a trade night thing. Also 15, Yastrzemski and Keston Hiera. Beans, sounds like Natsman has some Dale Sr. stuff. more cheapies. Trout and Maddox. I think I had 18 on these ones. There you go. That's the only bench I have, unfortunately. That's the Piedmont Parallel in a 9. I'm just showing off a few cheap ones, and then I don't know that I'll be on super long. Lewis is 18. That's the Piedmont Parallel. I mean, I got a stack of stuff that I'm planning on most likely hitting up on eBay. Found all kinds of good stuff. So, like I said, got a little bit of everything. Lewis, anything else you're interested in? Like I said, I got like 4 little containers, a big container, and just stacks of stuff all over the place. These ones are 30. Guerrero Rookie Review. Alonzo Refractor from Finest. Alonzo Bowman Platinum. I mean, that would help a little bit. There are a lot of expenses, but also all the stuff I've gotten graded. It's to be a lot of expenses too. No problem, Robert. 78 Topps Yankees? I don't think so. Robert, I do have some Yankees, though. If you want to email me once you get home, I got some Babe Ruth SGC cards. She got a Jeter rookie, an extra one. So, all things I'm willing to move. I can't bring that much with me. That's the limitations of flying. Cleveland, I used to drive. I mean, I never brought much to sell or anything, but it was able. You were able when you drive. You're able to. Not that wax is. Not that wax is ideal in today's time, but a few years ago, I was able to buy boxes of slabs and boxes of wax and just like bulky stuff and drive. That's the advantage. That will be the advantage for the East Coast guys next year at Atlantic City. That'll be pretty awesome. We'll allow for that. Got all kinds of stuff. Finest rookies. Brewers or Astros? I mean, I know I saw a lot of Yordan Alvarez. I know I got a where is it? I definitely have a Yelich Topps 3D. I know Yelich stuff is down, but I personally love these cards. It's an extra Yelich. Looks horrible. All right. Let's just make it look good. The Topps 3D. The glares destroy the look of it, but maybe the best thing to do is if you guys have any interest in any certain players or teams, if you want to shoot me an email, I can respond because I'm going to go through and probably start listing some stuff on eBay. Even though I'm not a huge fan of eBay outside of wasting my own personal money on it, but no Nelson Cruz. I don't have a long history of getting this stuff slabbed other than those couple rookies for the collection. A lot of these may eventually find their way to Triple Crown 24. Who knows? I mean, I have Pujols slabs. Everything here slab. No mascots, though. The only mascot I have in the collection is a Philly Fanatic PSA 10 Topps Now card. I don't think so. Yeah, I have a lot of. I was always a big believer, and I like Devers. I have a ton of Devers rookies and autos and stuff in the collection, but definitely went through that phase of being addicted to getting stuff graded. I don't know why, and I have a lot of Devers for sure. The Pujols was in my. I think I had it in my $20 pile, mostly because there's just so few available, and the cost of grading, the cost to get that card graded would be 25 plus shipping. So Peril, I was asking like 18 for it. The Bryant is 20 there, Mike. $18 in shipping, Peril. I mean, I have tons of PSA stuff, guys, too. I know the PSA stuff is still a little more popular in the hobby. I mean, I still collect PSA. I'll certainly slab or submit with them occasionally in the future, but it's going to depend on price and turnaround. If I'm paying up to get stuff graded, I want it back quickly. Rangers, I don't remember. I don't specifically remember seeing any Rangers. Thanks, Shaka. Chris Bryant to Mike Ondish. Jackie Living. See what their I mean, in the 9, I guess like $20. I see one was $29.99. Best offer, accept it. Shohei. What's up, Ray? Only idiots grade $5 cards. That's what I've heard. Because that Otani wasn't all that expensive once upon a time. I like how when you put a second card, then it focuses. But if you only put one card, it won't focus. What did I have? Where did I put it? Real Muto, I would ask like $30 for. I don't even know what I think I accidentally bought 2 of them. The Shohei is very expensive, right? Shohei is currently outrageous. And I like Otani a lot. And I have a ton of his cards in my collection. And I just happen to have some extras. And It's kind of insane right now. Let's see, the finest Otani, the last couple that have sold have been 370, 380, 499, which is outrageous. I can't tell you how many of his like the Topps Chrome like insert. I forget the ret throwback. I forget if it was like 83, 84. I forget what year they did that year. Those are like $70 cards raw. I sold so many for like $3. And all right, guys, I guess I'm going to sign off. If anyone has any last minute requests, just let me know. I just like doing good, semi entertaining videos, and I just know I'm not prepared for this one, and it's not very good. So I did post an HGA reveal earlier today, and I have a stack of stuff. So hopefully I'll have a mail day up in a couple days. I'm going to be kind of busy for the next, at least, well, be very busy the next 2 days and pretty busy for the next few, but hopefully I get it up in the next couple days. It's all right, Chaka. I thought about doing a video and then I just didn't have time to properly prepare for it. So, but if you guys are interested in some stuff, I do have some slabs up on JT's eBay page. He does a lot of consignments and such. Looks like he actually just listed a pile of things today, or at least a few. I'm going to share that here. I don't know if you'll put a link. What's up, JT? Peril, it depends on what you're getting graded. SGC is currently 20. Well, it's 30 directly through them. You can get into group submissions at 25 per card. CSG, I think the bare minimum price is 12. GMA is like 16 or 20 or something. HGA is 20 to 25. What else is going on? PSA is like $200 right now. Not that long ago, Reese. I was planning on hopefully doing a slab sale, and just a bunch of events didn't. My helper couldn't make it, and I didn't really give myself enough time to prepare, because if you don't know what prices you want for stuff, obviously it takes forever. It's like going to, a card show. If we went up to JT's table and he had to look up every single card, we would get bored as hell. But JT doesn't roll that way. Do have some cheap CSG ones I can show off. Soroka Gem Mint at 15. Keibert Ruiz, $10. Evan White, $10. Oh, like I said to anyone who did just join, Ian Anderson, the gem, asked 20 on that one. $10 on Devi Garcia. $25 on Pete Alonso. If you guys want to email me with any requests of players, teams, I can roll through and send you pictures. Or if you have me on social media, like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I can respond to you. Jimenez, Gem Mint 15. Madrigal, who obviously unfortunately got hurt, 15. $15 on Kyle Lewis. I don't think I have any Tatis. I only have a small stack. I actually have a couple more orders out with CSG that hopefully will be back in the next few weeks. Might take a month or two. Who knows? But for right now, not too many others. Yeah, I don't have any Moncada. Oh, we got some nice PWCC's got some old school stuff ending tonight. Probably not a lot I need. I like the Connie Mack Cracker Jack, but probably not going to look into buying that right now. If I found one at the right price at the National, though, I would be intrigued. I got a ton of Phillies, obviously, Reese, so I can send stuff. I do have Jordans late night. I got all kinds of Jordans from my, what the hell is this? From one of my $25 piles. Finest First. I know I got them behind me, too. I only sorted out a handful. Like these ones. These ones were 25. Robert Luzardo Green Shimmer. Trout. Dobie. Gem. Gwynn. Dobie 9.5 Piedmont. And the Great Bambino. I have a stack of $20 ones too. Maybe I have a Jordan in there. Jordan Finest. And a Jordan Chrome. Those are the easily accessible ones. I'll show that one to Reese. Sweet Schmidt. I sent like 3 Schmidts in trying to get a 10. I think I hit a 9.5 on all 3 of them. So. See all that stuff behind me? All slabs. Way too much to deal with. I don't think I have any over there. And that's just like completely extra stuff. Over that way, that's a lot of collection stuff that never made its way away. Trouts, all kinds of stuff. No Kevin Moss, all sold out at Kevin Moss. The Schmidt, no, I think the Schmidt was 20. Yeah, that Schmidt was from my $20 pile. We even have the GMA experiment, the Aaron Judge, when they hammered me with an 8.5. Nick Senzel. The Shohei is very expensive. I don't even know where I put them. Yeah, GMA. Eloy, I have a lot of Eloy mixed in here, I should say. I have bid on some of the chip cards, but usually I have not won them. I mean, I can rip through to look for the Eloys if you want, or if you want to message me, I can look at them in between. You know what cards I didn't realize went for a good amount? Slabbed. The Finest of Man in SGC slabs. I was actually shocked. Like the trout, the other trouts that have sold are like $100. 88, I think, was the cheapest one. JT, you busy? Yeah, I mean, I like the man. I got a bunch of them graded, and I guess I I must have gotten 2 of the guys I've shown. Well, I'm gonna see if JT will come on and talk a little bit for a few minutes, and if he's here to talk shop a little bit, talk a little bit about what he's got available in the store, the national slabs, then I'll have a better ability to kind of get up and take a peek through some of this stuff for you guys or sort some stuff up. I mean, I have no problem doing that live. I don't even know how many people are watching or anything. If you check out Triple Crown 24, I've got some stuff on consignment with JT. I do have my own eBay thing, but I don't have a lot on there. I have a few slabs. I will probably be listing some of my Otanis. And I am Mike Orrs. Oh, wow, this one's not even on here. I thought I did well when I got $50 for my Otani Archives rookie. And now I see that one is like through the roof as well. Later. The Topps X set from a few years ago. It's amazing how much the Tatis and Guerreros go for now. To like $20 raw. JT said give him 5 minutes. Let me, what the heck am I doing? I should probably show something else. Here's a few cards that are, again, a little pricier than you'd expect. I'd be asking like 50 on them. Olsen stuff's gone up a lot. I guess a lot of it has to do with there just not being much of it available. Oh, eBay sucks. This nonsense they create. Apparently someone's shooting off fireworks. I'm not sure if there's a lot of vintage in here. Most of the vintage I have is collection based. I could have some. I think I have a Richie Allen rookie, stuff like that. It's only 4.5, but his stuff was flying high there for a while. More Tatis in the $50 range. The Judge GMA. Honestly, I know GMA's not much. I'm not sure what the Chrome update is going for at this time. As Triple Crown 24 joins us.
Howdy.
Apple keyboard.
Here's the other half.
What's up, JT?
What's going on, guys? What's going on, Mike? What's going on, everybody else?
How was your show this past weekend?
Crazy, if I had to describe it in a word. I made probably the biggest.
Is still popping then.
I'm sorry?
So the hobby is still popping?
Yeah, it was a somewhat of a hybrid show. I put up a video today if anyone's interested, kind of talking about it more. I'm seeing more shows like this. So it was partial comics, partial like TCG. So we're talking like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and then partial non-sports as well as, of course, sports. And I've seen one of those in the Dallas area. I think there was one like that out in the Bay Area for the West Coast people out there. It's interesting, and there was a lot of mixing of it. You know, there's some comic guys who are coming up to my table, just they weren't buying the sports stuff, but they were at least looking at it. So just an interesting dynamic for sure.
Nice. 16 on that Judge to James G if you're interested. And then Kevin, I'm not going to be able to do that. Just the trout stuff, I'd rather hang on to the trout because I think I had them in my $25 pile. So I would do like the best I can do on those three is like 55 plus shipping. But if you have anything to show, feel free.
I do. Kevin, if you're interested in this Rivera 9.5 for 20 shipped, let me know. It's the regular back. Put that aside. I had bought out a dealer this weekend at the start of the show. It's a 2-day show on Saturday, so definitely got a lot of new stuff, but it has, of course, been picked over just because I put it out immediately. I still do have some leftovers. I'll show you guys the stuff that's left. This one has sold as of about 5 minutes ago. I was actually finalizing it.
I saw that.
Yeah. Bradley Chubb, 1 of 1. Really tough to get the 10s on these cards that are thick, your relic or RPA size, the dual NFL shield. So this one is on its way to a new home, but it was cool while it lasted. This one also needs to be shipped out, number 1 here from NT. In terms of slabs,
here's one that Reese might find interesting.
Oh yeah, it's a tough card. I think Mike has the monopoly on the.
I'm pretty sure it's a pop 4, pop 3 maybe. I forget, but I think current possession is me and JT. There might be one other. Oh man, Otani's everywhere.
There's a couple more common guys here. 50 shipped each for either of these. If anyone's interested, you got an Acuna rookie and a Soto rookie. PSA 9s.
Holy shit. Every time I find an Otani, it's like finding cash in a cushion.
Yeah. I saw some in the value box that I was digging through still. Apparently, people forgot to take them out. This one for all you Bowman fans out there. This one's 250. Hasson, first Bowman, Mega Box Blue, PSA 10. I believe a pop 1 or 2. I don't really pay too close attention to pop reports on those kind of cards, but maybe basketball fans out there. Cam Johnson, this is one of those thicker cards as well from NT Collegiate. Team logos. I know there's some Tar Heels out there. One's 200 if you're interested. PSA 10. Here's one the Philly fans will enjoy. Reese Hoskins, the red shirt, short print, $75. PSA 10. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Herbert, $80. SGC 95.
Anyone looking for a G. Johnston 1976 tops? I got one of them. That definitely came from the National in Cleveland in a big box lot. I had two of them. Kept one.
Let's see what else. I think that's it in terms of the new slabs. I have some raw stuff that is new. Carlton Fisk Golden Graphs, 5-star. One of my favorites I picked up, Mike Evans Flawless Ruby, 20 of 20. Mahomes Zebra Stripe from Select. And of course, Mookie 5-star auto, probably my favorite pickup of the show. See if I have any more slabs for you guys here. $60 on the Fisk mark. Oh, that's the wrong card. I also have 70. I know he's not the hottest player at the moment, but he's have gone for much more at some point in time. If you see what the Acuna and the Soto isn't in the actions, but if you see what Acuna and Ohtani go for in this one's very cheap comparatively, and rightfully so, but $70 on the Glaber.
How much does the Ohtani go for now, like raw? I think I had the Ohtani out of regular Heritage, and I sold it back when I got it. I think I got a good price, and it's one of the few cards I sold, but I'm sure it's going up a bit.
I gotta think that it's over 500 probably, and that's kind of crazy. I don't know. I think he has one in high number and in low number. I can't remember. And maybe in low number he just has the autograph. It's hard to remember. What's going on, Don? How you doing, man? But yeah, that's
Kevin Jones. I just saw your message since I was up, so I'm gonna mark you down for 55 on those three. And then I got Mike Ondish for Chris Bryant. Guys, if you have requests for players or teams, if you want to tell me now, I'll write it down just so I can flip through stuff.
Yeah, same here. If you guys, I do have some stuff here as well. If you have anybody, I have the same. I guess you could call it a problem. I don't really see it as a problem as Mike, where I just have so much stuff. It's hard to kind of go through and get it all. Here's one you guys might like. I would do 150 on it if anyone really wanted it. It is the Kershaw 16 Sapphire. So first year of Sapphire for a future Hall of Famer. Print run of 250 on these in the SGC 10.
Man, recent indeed getting deal of the night, $30. That would cost you $200 to get slab now, Reese. And you'd still have to wait 3 months.
Devers, I don't think I have any Devers slabs on my end. He's been pretty hot. He has been one of my better sellers in recent times.
I have a lot of Devers. I just have to dig them out and find out, what I can sell them for, because I'm not completely up on it. I forget about half the stuff.
I'll do $1 off whatever Mike was offering this at if anyone's interested.
I even put a price on it. It's priced to be like $800.
I know this is a slab sale, but I have some more raw stuff if you guys are very if that interests you at all. That I can show off of those players as well.
No, it's all right, Reese. It's one of those cards, there's not many comps on it. It's one of those things that, like, I'm sure it's a low pop, 5 or less. I forget. I think what happened is, I think I sent one in the PSA, and it took a while to come back, obviously, but not as long as it's taking now. And I think in the meantime, like, I bought one or something. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but
it's up 357.
But the 3D cards are awesome. I'm assuming they're going to make them this year. I don't know. Last year, I think they just like popped up and sold out in 3 minutes. So previous years, I was able to grab some because I knew I had one. I knew I was lucky enough to pull a Tatis back in 2019. I got it graded. I only got a 9 on it, but I'm sure it's still, several $100 card at the very least because that print run's pretty low.
If anybody does need card savers, I did get in a second case of them today. I can cut you a deal on a 50-pack. Been using those for shipping lately. There's some big boys there.
Wow. Pink refractors have become quite popular.
Show you guys my grading stack that is currently being built right now. Gronkowski image variation, picked that up this weekend.
How much does that go for?
I believe it's like $100 card raw. This one's probably an 8 if I had to guess because it's got a couple of bad corners.
You accept $6?
I will let your offer expire on that one, sir. Raw vintage, I do. I would need to dig it out in 1 second.
Where's Ed when you need him? HGA.
So my selection isn't great, and these aren't in the best shape for raw vintage, but they're raw vintage. Catfish Jim Hunter. I would say this is like VG to VGX 67.
That open pink is quite expensive.
66 tops Eddie Matthews. Oops. So it looks like there's an issue with the card where they have Williams like airbrushed out the.
Holy hell. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at recent sales on that Ohtani rookie debut pink in a PSA 10. Shit.
There's a like a poor condition because it's got a crease down here near the corner. 66 Brooks Robinson. 62 Jim Gillum. This one's actually pretty nice. I don't think there's any creases on this one. This one's probably like excellent condition. It's a high number. I believe 486 is high number and 62. And then a Brooks. This one, you can see it's got some love to it on the corners. Definitely not a high number, but that's what I have for raw vintage right now.
JT, as a card expert, what do you think the Ohtani market's going to do in the next 2 weeks?
Oh, the next 2 weeks. I mean, I guess it depends. You have excitement for football coming up, so I could naturally see some baseball stuff like being in a little bit of a lull as you get through the dog days of August.
I basically want to know, should I sell this sucker on eBay or should I bring it to the National?
I would I'd probably sell it on eBay. My consensus from the dealers is that a lot of them were dumping Ohtani at the show that I went to this weekend. And I haven't really seen any dealers who have actively been seeking him out, which is interesting to me because you kind of want to have cards of the hot players, even if you have to pay a premium for it. So,
I mean, I guess it all depends what he does. If he comes back from the All-Star break and keeps swinging hot for a couple weeks, I think his stuff will stay steady and rise even more potentially. I think the advantage with Ohtani is the international market paying more attention to him than, some of the other players perhaps. Plus the fact he's so unique. It's just one of those cards I would love to, take a recent comp, knock a little bit off, even deduct the 15% that you might pay in fees or whatever it ends up being and take that cash sale. That would be pretty sweet. But you also don't want to take the chance. Because I think the thing about the National is probably so many opportunities with trade nights and stuff. I mean, you could turn that in. If I could turn that into a Jackie Robinson card, I'd be thrilled.
that would be great if you could do that. There's the chance that you're going to find a really nice Robinson the grade that you're looking for. You can find those Ohtani 10s. I mean, they're not super prevalent, but I would think you'd have more luck finding one of those in the future than you would a Robinson. For those who are asking about the vintage, Mark will have a first shot at it since he was the first one to ask about it. I would do 20 shipped on all of them. I think the Gillum's probably like a $10 to $15 card in the condition it's in, unless I'm missing something here, but I really don't think I am. And with that, you get 4 Hall of Famers. I mean, none of these are super.
In the Panini, Eddie Matthews.
All right, Mark, there are card deals. Sorry, Mark was the first one to ask. I'm gonna honor the price of 20 and sell it to him.
Let's see that Eddie Matthews again, Panini style.
Yeah, Braves logo. But they're not the greatest condition cards, but they're nice.
They're vintage. That's the way they're supposed to look. That's the way I see it.
They've got some character to them, but should be decent value there. So, Mark, I'll put your name on these, man. I appreciate it.
If anyone's seriously interested in the Ohtani, I definitely encourage you to send an email. We can talk about it for sure.
Mark, if you could send me an email, and I'll get in touch with you here. Let me write that down for you. $50 Bowman, Don, I believe, is Mike's target.
Yeah, I mean, I like 49 too, but the 50 is just one. I should have bought it 3 years ago, and I was an idiot.
Sorry if
Well,
my handwriting is bad.
I guess many of us have been waiting on things that we thought we could get forever. But I would say my biggest, so the things I basically go in with an open mind. I look for oddball Philly stuff. I like to pick up things that you can't necessarily find every day on eBay. That's the way I look at it. But the cards that are really at the top of my list are 50 Bowman Jackie Robinson, 53 Bowman Color Pee Wee Reese. I won a 54 Hank Aaron. Unfortunately, another card should have bought a couple years ago. My dad was doing the run for a long time, and I kept encouraging him to get the rookie, and he kept holding off. And I was just going to buy it for him because I knew it was a matter of time before it shot up. So maybe at some point, I don't really anticipate picking that up at the National, but it's kind of on my list. Would love to add a Clemente rookie at some point. I'm always intrigued by Ted Williams when I run into them. But outside of that, just Phillies stuff. I need their old school Ramley, William Bransfield for my Phillies collection. That's one I'd like to find. Fogarty from 1888, Allen and Ginter, including the N43. Those are ones I'll definitely keep an eye on. And then just I have a little list of some Phillies cards I need, some refractors, stuff like that.
Lewis for 74. It depends on how you ask or who you ask. Some people say that 73 is the cutoff. Some people say that 81. I mean, it's kind of weird to think about, but 81 tops is 40 years old now. So there have been more sets after it than there are sets before it at this point. So it kind of, you hear people who say, anything that's 80s is, I guess, vintage now, but it's kind of hard to think of like 86 or 87 tops as vintage. So I don't think that there is a right answer on that. It just kind of depends on who you ask. But I would say typically, especially in today's day and age, because vintage seems to be a lot tougher to be graded. Number one is that a lot of the higher end stuff has already been graded. And a lot of what's left has been stuff that wasn't quote unquote worth it before. So I would say collector grade on any of them, which if you just go by the decade rule, so for the 70s, PSA, SGC, BG, or BVG in that case, 7 is probably what you're looking at. That's why I would consider a pretty good grade in it. Nats man, I would say I sold just as many SGC slabs at the show as I did PSA. I will say that in terms of casual collectors, it's very easy here on YouTube because a lot of us interact with each other, and I think SGC is pretty well known amongst the people here, but it's really still a relative unknown among the more casual collectors. So I had some people asking about SGC and how I like the slabs, how I like the service and getting them slabbed up. So it's got more room to grow. I think as more and more people get used to it, which I think will happen the longer that value submissions are no longer available with PSA, you will see more and more exposure to SGC slabs. But from my personal experience at this last weekend's show is that they had just as much interest, if not more, than the PSA slabs. And of course, I don't have the same stuff in the SGC than the PSA, for example. No offense to any of the Phillies fans out there, but Justin Herbert is slightly more popular in the hobby than Rhys Hoskins. So,
all right, guys, I'm kicking Triple Crown 24 off. No, I obviously completely agree. I think the thing is, SGC has been around for a long time, right? A couple decades. SGC is, if you look into serious collectors, like I'm talking like guys who've been around a long time who chase some serious cards, generally speaking, they're very popular and in many cases preferred. And I'm talking about some of the guys who collect the pre-war stuff, the vintage stuff, and have been doing it for a long time. And they buy a lot of very expensive cards. I can think of a couple guys in our community offhand, but I'm not going to name names. And I think the thing is now, and obviously it takes time to grow, but when you talk to a lot of people in the hobby, and it's certainly not everyone, but there's a lot of people hitting up card shows and getting into the hobby. And you hear a lot of people like, oh, I got back into it last year. I got back into it in 2019, 18, 17. Obviously, there's a ton of us who have been collecting for decades and such. But the people who have just popped in the last few years, all they've heard is PSA, 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 and all they see is the new stuff for the last few years in the PSA stuff. And now SGC is becoming a little more popular with the newer stuff. So, of course, it's going to take some time to grow, but they're not a pop-up company out of nowhere, which HGA pretty much is. And I think HGA cards look really good, and I certainly have no problem getting some cards graded in slabs for them. But if I were buying a 1950 Bowman Jackie Robinson, personally for me, if I find one, I actually prefer it, especially if it's at all cheaper. I prefer the SGC version, to be honest with you. I'd certainly gladly take PSA as well, but I'm not going to pay an extreme premium because I think SGC, when it comes to the vintage stuff, is as good and in many cases actually better with that. But if I saw one in the HGA one, I'd be kind of like, well, have they actually authenticated that card? I would not necessarily be super comfortable with that.
I think what Mike just said and the card deal, totally agree with you there. For what I'm about to say is that take a card like this, for example. This is not a particularly rare card to find. You can find this, I would say, in any grading company. There's probably at least one of these that is holdered with a grade that is, not everyone offers a 9.5, but you can definitely find a 9 or a 10. So somewhere on both ends of the spectrum here for this one. But I buy the card and not the grade. Like it looks nice. I will say that the SGC holder does look nice. It has grown on me the more that I have been. The more that I've been exposed to it. But if you're looking for a particular card and you can get one for cheaper, it benefits you to do your research regardless. None of these companies are perfect. None of these companies get it right 100% of the time. Look the card over. Not all grades are created equal. Not all the cards are created equal. Buy something that you're happy with is what I would say. Don't rely solely on the company.
Yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of people do the set registries and stuff, and that's big with PSA. They stand alone with the set registries. Anyone I know, Beckett's had them in the past, and I forget if SGC tried to do it, but I mean that's obviously big with PSA. Reese, if you're still there, the Richie was in my $40 pile, which obviously it's a lower grade, but that's actually a pretty pricey card. And if you look at it, like the centering is really strong. The card's not perfect. There's some staining and stuff. But if you're interested, we can definitely discuss it because that card would be awesome in your collection. That is the best looking Richie Allen card there is. It's a second-year card, but with the rookie cup in that photo. But we can work something out that will be not too much more expensive than what it cost for you to get that card slabbed. And it's not a cheap card raw.
Pretty limited on my vintage right now, guys, just because it's pretty popular. It sells very quickly when I do get it in. I do have a card here. This would be a really affordable slab. I would do 20 shipped on it. Steve Carlton, I believe his first solo card, if I am not mistaken. It is a reprint. It's the 65th anniversary from Archives, and it is a greenback, number to 150. It's a PSA 8.5, but if you're looking for maybe an alternative on something like that, this might be more so your speed. So it'd be $20 shipped if anyone's interested. All right, card deal. It's sold to you. I appreciate it. This is my email. Just go ahead and shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you here once we're done with the stream tonight. Meet you perfect.
I think on the pre-war and the premium vintage, I think they pretty much do. I think some guys I've talked to at the Philly show, they were talking about like for them, and of course most of them are doing more so vintage. They said the SGC sells, they actually outsell with the SGC. I think the modern stuff is still people getting used to it. And it's just one of those things. It's like people are still sitting there. There's a lot of people who have the mentality, well, the PSA is worth more, so they just get that stuck there, and they're obviously the most popular, so they're going to be the priciest. But I think they're not closing the gap, but catching up a little bit. I mean, I don't think they're. I think it's highly debatable who's number two right now. For me, I think currently you go PSA, SGC, BGS, CSG, HGA, GMA. But that's just me.
And BGS used to be pretty strong number two for a long time because the first Bowman autos were so popular with them with all the subgrades. I remember like in the era when Chris Bryant was a top prospect, BGS was like the big deal for like the Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome autographs. And then for like football and basketball, your contenders back when the autograph was kind of more coveted than say your base and like your silver prisms and those kind of sports. So, but I think SGC has definitely taken off in terms of popularity over Beckett for sure. I have another vintage card in here somewhere. I do have some cheaper stuff too. This one is extremely obscure. Little football, 1970 Kellogg's George Webster PSA 3. I would do $9 shipped on it just because it's going to cost me $4 to send it off. But have that one. Might have a few more little obscurities here.
Bink, I found a receipt not that long ago. I don't even know how I found it. I found a receipt from like the late 90s, like 1990, maybe 2000, I forget. And I saw like Peyton Manning's and stuff that I created by BGS. Shit, I wish I kept those cards.
Another one here. This one would be $30 shipped. It is the 58 Topps Cleveland Indians team card. They were decent back then. They won the World Series in 48, so you're about a decade removed from that. It's PSA 8 marked. Typically, a mark on these is pretty much what you see here. It's got the checklist on the back, so that's why it's got the mark. But I think that adds character to it. A lot of my Tigers cards, my Tigers Ultimate Team set, have marks on the back of the checklist. I do need to get the last 4 cards for that at some point. I can't justify those 52 high numbers at some of the prices I've seen, but this one's $30.
Got to get it done. Is that what you're down there? 4 cards?
Yeah, but I've probably been at 4 cards for a year and a half to 2 years now.
What are they? Are they like $100 cards, $200 cards?
2 of them are. One of them's probably like a $50 card. It's a Redback from 51 Topps, and then the 52 George Kell, which is a low number, but it was like $20 pre-pandemic. I don't think I want to know what it goes for now. And then the 2 high numbers are probably like 200-ish, probably. Card deal. Let me here. You know what I'll do? That's my email there on my name now.
Any players or teams you guys want to see that I can dig out?
Could someone type this email in the chat for me? I can't do it on StreamYard, and I don't have access to YouTube at this moment, but someone could drop that in the chat for me. Much appreciated. Same goes for me too. If you guys, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Do you guys have any requests? Let me know. Hopefully this guy has a little stronger of a second half. I do have this. It was pretty popular last time I did the slab sale. Indoor rookie 125 on it. This is a short print from 2015 Topps Chrome. This stuff was incredibly hot when he got moved to the Mets. Of course, he hasn't had the best season, but rebounds in the second half. This might be one of the best values you might see on this card in some time. I also believe, and I could be wrong on this. Actually, I am wrong on that, so never mind. I won't say it. Another popular. There's a Jeter BGS 9 purple refractor. These are not numbered. I can't remember what format these were exclusive to, but they were one of the retail exclusive formats back in the day of 12 Chrome. But 45 shipped. I think I might have said 50, but I'll do 45 on Jeter here. Classic throwing from shortstop pose on that card. If you guys are looking for any lower end singles, I do have a you can find them in my eBay store. I do a lot of $1 to $5 cards. You get free shipping if you spend $20. So you kind of can build your own blaster box. I know when when I say that, I have to put an asterisk and say build your own blaster box in normal times because it's impossible to find $20 blasters, it seems, these days. So that's something you can check out. It's my eBay username right down here. I have just approaching 30,000 unique cards in the store. So I like to think there's something for everyone. Natsman says, what is the best card in your thoughts for the same modern baseball card for a red serial number to 5 and an update rookie debut?
Anyone need any Scott Kinger's? I'm taking that as a no.
Natsman, if it was me, I would probably choose the rookie debut. I appreciate that, Reese. I saw your name pop up, and so that you cleaned out some of the Griffey stash there. I appreciate it.
How's the Wander Franco market going?
From what I've seen, it's recessed a little bit, and that's just it happens every single time someone doesn't start off guns blazing. He's not playing that bad if you watch his at bats, which I mean, I think a lot of people who look at him just look at the box scores probably. But I've watched his at bats, and he's taking good swings. He's adjusting, and I think one of the things with these guys is that these younger guys when they first come up, I think the same happened kind of for Ohtani somewhat when he first came to Major League Baseball, and Vlad when he first came up, is that they're not used to failure. Like they've probably been good at everything they've done in life up to that point. And the first time that you're I remember a time in my life when I first kind of realized that I wasn't as good at things, and it hurts. And sometimes it takes you a long time to kind of figure it out. But the ones who are talented and can figure it out, they usually do. So, Wander, he's got the tools. He's got to adjust to Major League pitching.
I just rolled across a Mojo refractor PSA 10. I know that was pretty high for a while. Damn, I should have more Devers. Found a couple super low grade vintage if you guys want to see them. I can't see the screen right now because I'm back here digging through stuff.
You guys have any other requests? Let me know. I'll call it out to Mike here. I've got some stuff too. Mostly modern or ultra modern, I guess.
I thought I had way more. I have more Devers somewhere. I know I had a stack of them earlier. I just don't know where the heck they got to. I found a few.
All right, Card Deal says he would like to see the low grade vintage.
How about a Harold Baines rookie? I should keep this one for my collection.
Ooh.
It's PSA 7, but it's still cool. All right, I got to be honest. These cards, I don't know how much they go for offhand. So, I mean, I'll show them off, and then if there's interest, we can look for stuff. Be ready for
Eloy is on rehab?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I thought he was done for until like September. I did not hear that.
I thought for sure he'd be lucky to get back in time for the playoffs, and suddenly he was getting ready for a rehab assignment. So,
tell you, that guy, I saw him play in spring training several times his rookie year. He is a behemoth of a baseball player. That guy is huge. He's a scary player if he can put it together.
The freaking White Sox are so good. They get him and Robert and they get going. They're going to be frightening.
Mike Ondish wants to know what your price is on the Chris Bryant illusions.
Well, that's a hollow parallel Gem Mint 10. I would say like $30. All right. Not very much vintage, but I do have a 59 Ace Hurlers, Pearson Roberts. Horrible view of it. That's a little better. Yeah, I'll do it for you, Mike. I'll add it to your stack.
We got a $25 card here too for you guys. This is a cool one. Oh, there's some Kyle Tucker fans. This is the motion insert from 3D. We say this every single time that someone shows one of these off. You have to see these in person to get the full appreciation. And even if you don't want this one here for 25, go out and buy a 3D because they are awesome. So $25 on the motion PSA 9 rookie year. Kyle Tucker.
So this Ernie Banks is obviously a beater, but still awesome.
Oops. $1,000 on the infamous dollar mantle. If anyone wants to add a piece of history to the collection. I have another vintage card here. I forgot I have this one. Jim Cat, 60 tops. I was about to say 59, but 60 tops. Probably a future Hall of Fame rookie card, I would say. Want to say it's in the set registry. One of those guys. I'm pretty sure next time he gets onto the Veterans Committee ballot, they'll give him the nod. So $60 if anyone's interested in that.
Oh, I forgot I was watching this Jackie Robinson. I want to see what it went for. It doesn't look great, though. Still going. 23 minutes for a freaking PSA 1. $850. It's kind of a beater, too.
All right, card deal. You don't need to email me again. I'm just going to I'll get a team bag here for you if you're Carlton. I will knock it down to the 55 for you since you're already paying shipping once in the Carlton.
The Ernie Banks, I can do like 45 on it. It's just one of those cards that I'm not in a rush to sell. I'd be super happy to just hold it. I picked up a few of them. I kept one for the collection. I just threw the extras in my eventual sell box. Oh, yeah, you were looking at Devers, weren't you? I got stacks of Devers.
I did get your email.
Devers is perpetually underpriced. I don't know if he's moved up at all, but that dude is so good and just does not get the attention he deserves.
I think someone mentioned this guy earlier. You guys were looking for Brian Hayes, SGC Mint Plus. This is the hollow pink rated rookie. I like this image of him a lot. I believe one of the first pack issued rookies of Brian Hayes. $50 shipped on this one. So, and half the cost of grading, not including shipping if you go through the group. Not too bad of a deal there. $50 on Brian Hayes.
Sometimes it pays to just pick the cards up and go through the effort of getting them graded.
Yeah.
Let someone else take the beating. All right, let's see what I got. Devers.
There's an interesting one here too. Kobe 96 Skybox Premium Rookie. I've always had a soft spot for this one. It's $80 shipped. If anyone's interested. If you already bought a card, it would do 75.
Oh, idiot. Typing in the wrong thing. Well, this is what happens when you put a card up and you're not looking at the screen. The Devers living set's $40.
Throw these ones back up here again if you guys are interested. Soto and Acuna PSA 9 updates. $50 shipped each, or 95 for the pair.
I got the Topps Chrome Devers, 80 on that one. Let me find my placement. I have like 900 tabs open, way too many.
Card deal with the Devers. That's a nice pickup. It's one of those earlier living set cards.
I just still think he's so good. Because he really, he should be a little higher price level, in my opinion, than what he's been accustomed to going for. It seems like, and I do hear him talked about like on different bigger podcasts and stuff. People talking about what a good deal he is and such. I guess maybe he has get a little more national exposure.
That's hard to believe for a Red Sox guy that national exposure is the.
I don't know. Chrome update like 35 on it.
He probably will be the guy because I'm going to imagine that Bogart's. Don't know how he will factor into their long-term plans.
15 on the Bowman. I got a Gypsy Queen here as well.
There's a classic here. It's not Devers, but 90 score Bo Jackson in the SGC 9. I like this one a lot with the black and white photo and the black and white slab. It just looks very nice. $40 shipped.
I do 40 on the Devers, by the way, on the Gypsy Queen. Yeah, I guess I'll do that for you. Carddeal.com. But if that becomes like a $200 card, you have to post a comment on a video thanking me in like a year or two. That's the only part of the deal. Unlike some of these guys who have gotten the awesome deals and disappear into the night. But I know you've been around for a while. I like when like people I interact with and stuff get good deals, but sometimes I get the one and done guys, and I'm like, damn, that guy got a hell of a deal and never heard from him again.
I'll never forget. I think it was the first time I ever did one of your live sales, and you had the box of Series 1 tops that you bought just to get some of the national packs. And like the very first pack was the all these autographed to 25.
Yeah, and that was when I made the mistake of like selling the packs and not taking payment for them all. Thankfully, everyone in that sale was just like good sport and they all paid for them. But I was like, oh, shoot. Probably should have checked on the payments first.
I do have a Devers here, actually. I just found. This one is $80. It is the All-Star Game Complete set. So these were, I forget where you got these at, but they basically just have this stamp right here, SGC 10, but 100 on this one.
Got a Chrome update as well. That Bo Jackson's awesome. I got one of those. I think I got an SGC 9 on it too. I forget. I broke it. I got one and I just like, I'm sending this in. It's just too cool. You know, another card I still need is the Billy Ripken F-Face. I would like to pick that up, but I just refuse to pay as much as it was going for. I don't know what it's at now. I don't even care what grade it is. I don't care if it's PSA or SGC 8, 9, 10. I don't care. But that'd be a fun card to add.
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
I just remember being 8 years old and thinking it was hilarious.
These are also from the complete set All-Star Game stamp, both 9.5s. These are $150 each.
I thought you were going to say 1,000 or best offer.
No, not quite. $150 each on the Ohtani rookies. Perhaps one of the more underrated ones there.
I don't even have the YouTube feed up. I don't even have any idea how many people we have in here or not in here.
I also have the Trout.
26
for $50.
All right, guys. Anything else you want to see? Any teams? Any players? Go check out Don's Field of Dreams card. Check out his channel. The Trout Living Set. Let's see. The last few Trouts have sold for $69, $74, $67, $52, $69.99, $69.99. I would like to get $60 out of it if you're interested. It's one of those things. It's like, especially with a lot of those PSA cards, it's like at this point with the new pricing and such, it's just not replaceable. Even though I already have one in my collection, it's just an extra one. But that's kind of the way I look at certain cards. Obviously, there's certain players who are more popular than others and stuff like that. And I feel like Trout's one of those guys that, is going to be collectible for a very long time.
I'm going to pack up my slabs here, guys, unless you have any last-minute requests on any players.
I thought you were about to rip back.
I think I probably have something here I could rip.
I just heard you say pack. I was like, oh, pack. There's not as many pack rips you notice on YouTube anymore, or even box breaks. Like among the common folks, obviously, you have the group breakers and such, but it's like even myself, like here and there. I actually got some stuff in from Target from like a week ago. I was able to get a few boxes of Chronicles. I didn't even open the box yet. I'm hoping they're not damaged, but I'm going to open a few of them. I like Chronicles football. I know they're not the most popular of product, but I was kind of lucky to even get them. But the
we can get to
I don't know what's going to go on with the National. Like, people are going to be ripping stuff. Topps Chrome doesn't come out till like a week or two after the National this year. That got bumped back. And then everything else is going to be too damn expensive.
I don't think there's any big releases besides like maybe a museum until the National.
I think Allen and Ginter might be one of the biggest broken products. Maybe that'll be like one of the newer products that won't be insane. It'll still be pricey, but compared to what it should be like an $80 box, $85, and it'll probably be like $140. But
$200 Ginter boxes. Let's go, boys. If we get to 25 likes on this video, if you smash the thumbs up button, I'll find something to open on
if
camera.
we get to 50 likes, JT's going to buy me a box of Allen and Ginter at the National.
That is on 50 likes. So we'll get Mike out. We'll do a video like we did a couple of years ago.
Good luck. Or JT will just buy a box of commons that some guy throws into one of his deals and hand it to me and like, here's your box of Ginters.
Yeah.
I want to see what celebrities are in it this year. I feel like the celebrities last year were a massive letdown. Even though there's some skateboarding dude, I don't even know who he is, but his cards are like red hot. Houston or something. Houston. I don't even know who he is. I just know
I'm gonna.
his Ginter Chrome like refractors and such are like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, who is this dude? I listed a mini on eBay because I saw it was going high, and I literally got like 40 offers on it. I think I eventually got like 50 or $60 for the mini card of the dude.
I'm gonna keep tweeting tops every year. They ask who you want to see in Ginter until they put you in it.
I'm not counting on it.
They ask if you're on Twitter, anyone here who's on Twitter, and you see tops ask who you would like to see in Allen and Ginter, tell them to put my go in Ginter.
Sports Card Investor and Phil Hughes will be on it probably.
Triple YouTube auto.
Bernie Sanders destined for eBay. I'm not sure how the center and get a 9, but
no, we hit 26. I gotta find something. I don't even know if I have anything without digging in the closet.
wax stash.
Let's see.
Should I dump these political cards or keep them? If I would have kept the Trump cards I had one time, I had 4 of them. I sold one to someone in the community, and then I eventually sold the other 3. And then at some point I saw they were like $1,000 card. I'm assuming the price has come down to this point, but
All right. See how expensive these boxes are before I decide to open this up here for you guys.
what is it?
Well, it's something that you probably don't see too often these days.
It's probably like $800 a pack now.
Man, if it was, I'd be scared.
I should break out the Otani Sapphire card.
Oh, geez.
I've had that card sitting around for a while. I remember I pulled it, and I was like, I'm getting this card graded. Gem Mint 10. Those boxes are so hard to find now. But that's a loaded rookie year. If only Soto was in that set, too.
All right. I've made a promise. 23 more likes to get Maiko to a free box of Ginter the National. But I will open this as promised. A Chrome / regular 2015 update mega box. I will slab these on site for anyone.
What is that? That's update?
Yeah, this is the
There's Lindor.
Yeah, Lindor, Correa, Bryant, Real Muto, Syndergaard, Peterson. See these 2 packs, only 2 of Chrome, and then 5 regular update packs, which I did get last time I did one of these about 6 months ago. I got gold refractor of Correa and a short print of someone, I forget who, but it's a big box. So let's see what happens. We got a Matt Andriese, Brett Anderson. Not too bad here. Matt Boyd, rookie of the Tigers. Got a nice highlight of the year, Jackie Robinson. We got a Nick Ahmed rainbow foil. Donis Garcia, Jeffrey Marte dual rookie. Also not too bad. Syndergaard rookie debut. And Mike Bolsinger future stars. Not so sure about that one. You missed it, Ed. We did that one. Start of the show. Got a Eddie Rosario, rookie. Mark Lowe, who is just awful for the Tigers. Philly guys, you can help me out here with this one.
Oh, Elvis Araujo. I'm pretty sure his big league career's come to an end.
Josh Gibson. I guess that one's not going in the investment pile. Here we got Pujols and Trout. That's cool. Devin Travis, who the Tigers traded away for Anthony Gose. We won't talk about it. Chris Young, looking kind of old. And Joey Gallo.
What's Gallo go for?
Probably more when he gets traded to the Braves here.
I mean, outside of the fact he stunk in the home run derby, but
Gia Vitella, Angel slugger that is
Gallo.
Bobby Parnell. Neftali Feliz, I believe he's trying to make a comeback somewhere.
Yeah, he tried that. He sucked.
Not too bad. Rookie sensations, Mike Trout.
I mean, the Gallo's like a $5 card. I'm sure if it graded high, it would be all right. There's probably a low PO.
Yeah, I'll show you guys the centering here in a moment. Jose Alvarez and Glenn Perkins. I didn't know Glenn Perkins was an all-star. I don't know if he knows either. Probably not the best centering that will go into the store.
So you not only missed the 52 Mantle, but you missed the Kevin Moss pristine as well. Kevin Jones, I was asking 50 on the Bernie. That's what I'm planning on popping it up on eBay. So if you take off the fees and stuff, I would definitely sell it at that price. I'd do like 43 bucks if you want.
Something a little sticky on this one here. Hanley Ramirez rookie sensations. There's a throwback. Jack Peterson rookie debut. Young and relentless, sounds like me. And Colby Lewis. Last regular pack of update.
Someone else buys a slab from JT, I can guarantee he'll throw in the Colby Lewis for free if that's a deal breaker, if that gets you to pick something up for him.
Yeah, any free Colby Lewis with your next purchase. Vogelson, Zach Greinke, Siriaco, Willie Mays highlight of the year with the Mets. That looks kind of weird. Jake Dykman, Chris Archer was an all-star. Imagine that. And JP Howell. Okay. So this is the main event here.
Kevin Jones taking the Bernie.
Blake Swihart rookie. I think he also attempted to come back recently. Taiwan Walker, all-star.
Gave up a home run, right?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I will double down and give you two Colby Lewis.
Lewis times 2, hot box.
And rookie sensations Ichiro. I like the sparkles on those.
I feel like there's an outside chance we're going to see some 2015 tops in the Triple Crown 24 eBay star.
There's a good chance you might see that. Keone Kella. Mark Trumbo. All right. Matt and Duffy future stars. I'm not too sure about that one.
Time is running.
Byron Buxton, rookie debut. Not too bad, but not
I mean,
exactly what we're
yeah, not the number one card, but far from the worst.
there could be. We'll find out next week on Maury Povich, Ed.
Here's some more HGA slabs. I'll just show them off if you guys haven't seen my reveal. I'd say the majority of them are available. Got a Mint Kamala. We got this Poet. Mint 9, Joey B. I'm probably going to keep the Bohm for the collection. He's obviously down a little bit. And the funny thing is, this is the second Bohm I sent them. I guess I sent one in 2 different orders. This one, they went with the actual uniform colors. The other one, they went with the Phillies colors. So they're a little inconsistent with their slabs. We got Jalen Hurts. Rosarena, which I would definitely move it for sure, but I'm not in a rush to. Harper. Tua. And Lou Bob. The Joey B I would list for I was going to list that one for about $35 on eBay, so to break even, I probably need like $28 on it. Bryce, I'm not really. I was honestly probably going to just keep the Bryce. I showed it off. I mean, I would sell it, but it would probably be more than it's worth you paying for.
Got some more wax here if anyone's interested. I won't be opening it.
That Sapphire Otani is probably like a minimum $4,500 card, I would say. Obviously, it fluctuates daily, left and right, but
3 of these 2017 Chrome Update Mega Boxes I can do for $100 if you want it sealed. If you want it opened, I can do $90 because it's cheaper for me to open this up and ship the loose cards, of course, and it would be to send a whole box like this. But so $90 to have it open, $100 to leave it sealed if anyone's interested.
Man, I had a bunch of them and I opened them all in my group break. Someone hit a Benintendi. What the heck's it called? The print and play auto, and then someone hit a gold Cody Bellinger auto. It was actually really good.
I remember that because the redemptions were expiring, right, on the Bellingers.
Yeah.
So and then if anyone's feeling a little daring, for $160, you can open a 2012 Topps Heritage Blaster. $150 if you want me to open it for you, since again, it's a little easier to ship the loose cards than it is the box. So, well, I should say cheaper. So, if anyone's interested.
I should say, Ed, I also have CSG JVs too. I don't know where the hell they got to. Oh, here's my CSG stuff. CSG edition is a tad cheaper.
I thought Ed was asking for Joe Burrow when he said that. I was wondering why Ed wanted some Joe Burrow cards.
I think I bought a Joe Burrow from you. I think.
Yeah, you wanted at auction for dirt cheap.
Oops. I like those playoff momentum Chronicles cards. I think that's the year of Kurt Warner's rookie. That was like, what,
Yep.
9? Subgrades are 959, 959. 28 on HGA. Or 18 on CSG.
If anyone wants, any basketball fans that wants a cheaper rip, do 30 shipped, either sealed or open for you on the 19 Prism Draft Cello. So a little cheaper rip there if you're interested. It costs me the same to open it or to send it sealed. So your choice on that one would be the same price.
PSA is telling me to review my order. When is this thing from? Oh, what the hell is this crap? Ed, I think it's one of our PSA DNA orders from like 7 years ago. It's in the grading phase finally. Yikes. There's some bad names in here. 2018 Tops Living, Scott Kingery. This is an obvious Michael Wesker-Griff autograph authentication order. Some of the names: Matt Beach, Darren Dalton, Von Hayes, Chris Coast, Jake Arrieta, Andres Blanco, Randall Cunningham, Wilson Valdez, Ricky Batalico, Scott Rowland, Lance Parrish, Ben Francisco. How many people are listening to this list rolling their eyes going, no wonder PSA is backed up? Brad Lidge, Darren Dalton, Aaron Rowan, Paul Molitor, hey, a Hall of Famer, Anna Ginter, Cole Hamill, Scott Kingery, Robin Roberts, Roger Mason, Gene Garber, and then for me, Goskowski, and 4 Doug Fluties. That order is from so long ago.
I will trade for a PSA 5 52 mantle this base version of the Myco Wesker.
Oh, I thought you said that was PC for life.
Not for a 52 mantle. 52 mantle PSA 5. If you give me a PSA 9, I will trade you the Modern to the Moon 101 version.
That Jackie Robinson 50 Bowman PSA 1 only went for $850. Sweet. I like the lower comps. I can lowball some guy at the National and be like, hey, comp. Then he'll get mad. I'm getting hit.
That's a shame, kid.
I'm getting hit by the trolls. I just saw some comments on a video. They're trying to log it in the system there, Ed.
Sorry, Don. I don't do low grade on the mantle. It's got to be at least collector grade if I'm giving up my Wesker-Griff 1 of 1.
There's really no HGA group submissions. They're from what I've heard, I haven't attempted in months at this point, but from what I've heard, they're a little easier to get into now. So what you have to do is go to their website, kind of enter your cards, and then whatever their release time is, just hop in there. And they do it, I think, twice a week. You can usually get in from what I'm hearing.
DJ, yeah, Harper is in high number. Really, the only thing that you can get here is Trout's first Heritage card. It's not a rookie, but it is his first Heritage card. And there are parallels. I believe this box was from Target, so you could get any of the Target reds in that box, along with any of the stars like Pujols, Cabrera, Holiday, Jeter. I'm trying to think of like the Hall of Fame guys in there. Verlander, Scherzer. Yeah, we do. Is if you go into the description of either my videos or even Mike, sometimes you can see them there too. There's a link to our Facebook group. It's Triple Crown 24 Mycos grading submissions. That's where you can find the info on the SGC group subs if you're interested, Cade.
They go out occasionally. I'm probably going to try and do one next week or two. I want to get one out before the national, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to convince JT to take over some SGC slabbing, but I don't think he's going to want the workload. He's probably too busy. Then we could get him out more often. They go out and come back too fast. I mean, it's awesome, but it just gets hard to manage.
We could look into that.
It was nice back in the day. You'd send out a PSA sub, and then you had 4 months to get ready to reveal it. Then it became a little too long, but they're cheaper through group subs too. I mean, if you have like one card, you might be better off sending it yourself at the $30 price point. But if you have a group of them, group subs can be done at like $25 a piece, which definitely becomes savings.
Ed, you would be you're going to tell the dealers that you're very blessed when you show up with that. So I think that you're gonna get some leverage on some negotiations when you go to the show. That was a wise pickup today.
Max Freed. Let's see what kind of fan Ed is. Is he really still a Kevin Biggio fan? Does he have the pink refractor in his Biggio investment portfolio? I don't think he showed off the Luciano either before.
Value Slav Acunas. Ed, I've got a PSA 9 US 250 for $50 shipped. I don't know how much of a value that really is, but it's cheap to me.
If you can buy Acunas at good prices, I would suggest buying them, considering the guy is not even 24 yet, has 100 home runs in his career. I would think he'll be back by May next year at the latest.
Well, if Eloy is already back from his 6 to 8 month injury after 3 months or so, already rehabbing, then who knows?
Ed, I was going to show you these vintage cards, but those guys are dead, and I know you don't like dead guys.
Wheel guy.
You need this for your GMA collection?
Fun fact that this is actually a iceberg card along with the actual shortgraphy. This was the card that single-handedly ended GMA's custom card slabbing.
I feel like it might have also ended Modern to the Moon, because ever since he typed that up, the moon part, it's coming back to Earth a little more.
Yeah. This is the cursed Wesker Griff card.
That is kind of funny. I didn't even think about that iceberg. We broke the GMA custom. I feel like that was the moment the guy's like, this is going to get shown off on YouTube, and we're going to get bad press. I don't know what took so long, but Ken is getting influenced by Western Drift.
Back into the vault. The wax goes for another day.
That card has risen significantly as well.
That was his first pack issued rookie where he's hitting, if I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
That is correct. Because the Bowman was his first pack pulled rookie. Most recent comp, $224. Not bad. $225. Holy Lord. That was definitely traditionally like a $40 card. That is an awesome looking card. The Gypsy Queen. Obviously, there's people who are big fans of it. I've always loved the autographs. The on-card autos look great. I mean, granted, it's rough break because you're not likely to hit a monster auto necessarily, but I always had fun picking them up out of cheap boxes. And then I just think the base cards, they look great and they look awesome slabbed, either PSA or SGC. I like the Hoskins rookie from back in 2018, the Devers. They're solid looking cards.
Got a fresh value box. You guys are interested in that. This was acquired at the show I was set up at. I had already picked over the Eagles cards, unfortunately, for all you Eagles fans out there. But some cheap stuff I can show off if there's interest. None of it's slabbed, but...
And then if there's any other final requests for any cards or teams or anything you want me to try and dig through in this vast pile of crazy stuff I have here, now would be the time. Probably not going to stay on all that much longer. So as you can see, for those who just joined, piles of stuff all here. Even have Timmy Tebow, Wonder Franco, and Harold Baines. Some would call him the GOAT. Most would not. See if that's even a card that's worth selling. About a $12 to $15 card.
I'll give you a 10.
Any pre-war for sale? I do not have any.
Yeah, no pre-war for me.
Pretty much any pre-war I pick up is for the collection.
Put this back up.
JT, I'm going to give you the chance to double your money. I'll give you $2 on that Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, I get that offer so often, man. And I can't do it. I got $12 into the greeting cost.
All right, I'll give you $12 and a Harold Baines rookie. 5 grades better. Both Hall of Famers equal. You're ripping me off.
It's tempting. All right, Ed, I'll bring it with me. I've got a Soto 9 as well for 50 if you want that too.
Unbelievable. I can't believe, JT is going to the Nationals to continue his living, and you're making him bring one extra card because you don't want to pay for it 2 weeks earlier. Unbelievable, this guy.
Ed, you've already got a stat code, and it wouldn't be any different. You don't have to pay any taxes or fees.
Do I have any? I mean, I basically just go with the standard, can you do better? Can you do this? Maybe ask a price. It'll be, it's big enough of a show where the stuff I look for the last couple times I've gone is stuff that you can usually get a couple bucks off, but there's usually not many others around. So it's not like you're going to pit one guy against another. It's not like you can say, well, I could find the same card at 20 other places. And honestly, there's just not that many typically available on eBay or sold and stuff like that. So it's hard to do too much unless it's like low grade, complete nobodies for some of the old school stuff that I look for. But this year I might hire JT to weigh in, or JT a bag full of the same cards I'm looking for at $30 less.
That can be brutal. The mantle is not for sale. I'll tell the story. I probably tell it on here every time that I show this off because I feel like I always bring it out. But it was right around Christmas time in 2019. I was first getting started as a dealer, and I kind of just wanted to go around to all the local shops around my area, which there's more than you'd probably imagine. This was one I hadn't been to in probably 8, 9, 10 years. It's mostly a comic shop. So I go there with the intention of just like looking around, and it's definitely a lot more comics than it was cards. Like they used to have a bunch of wax and stuff. I do cringe at all the Luca rookies that I passed on for like $10 at the time that were there. But that's water under the bridge for me. Anyways, this guy's got a few boxes behind the counter of stuff that he, quote, hasn't priced yet and haven't put out. So I go through the boxes and I see a Miggy that I don't have. It's like pattern 7 from High Tech, which those are fairly tough to get. They're not the easiest pulls. There's a 50, I think it's 58 tops, the mantle, or not the mantle, the K-line combo card in there. It's probably like a PSA 4 or 5 if I had to grade it out. And then this mantle was in there too. So of course I'm interested in the price of the mantle. And that was the one that was last in the stack. So he goes through it. He tells me 25 cents on the Miggy. I mean, it looks like a base card. So I'm like, okay, I'll definitely pay 25 cents for that. And then the K line, he tells me like $5. So I'm expecting like 30, $40 probably on this mantle. It was a lot cheaper than it was back then. And he tells me, he's really downplaying this card. He's telling me it is mantle. And I think, all right, he's going to want a little more. But it is pretty beat up. I'll do $1 on it. So I said, yeah, I'll take a mantle playing days tops card for $1. And that was, I picked it up, got it graded. I thought it was probably like a 1.5, came back at 2, and that was that. So I can't justify selling it because I have $1 into the actual card, and of course the grading costs as well. But the story behind it is just well worth the price.
Ed, here's your autonomous that you passed on to buy the 9.5 in Filmington.
I mean, that guy was right for all it's worth. It was a beater, but
not a rookie.
for you guys who made purchases, I'm going to go ahead and send you an email now.
I did get payment from a few guys. 120 for the lot. Let me get back to you. I'll consider it. As long as you add a few extra zeros. Look at that quiet keyboard JT has.
Is it actually quiet?
Oh, I don't hear anything. I feel like if I type like, all right, what do I got? Arnie and Kevin Jones. I got payment from both of you guys, and then I just got to work out something with Mike Ondish and Reese ND Card Ranger. And then I got an email from Roland, so I'll get back to you on that. Anyone else has emails, make sure you send me that, or if you follow me on another social media thing, you can send me a direct message, PM, whatever it's called on that. And I can grab stuff, send you pictures and prices.
Okay, and I have several things like that. I remember there was a lot of Otanis that I bought at the Detroit show back in December of 19. It was like 9 PSA 9 of the Bowman rookies, and I got them for like $2 each. There was a time where I bought like a LeBron red, white, and blue, silver, and base card from 19 Prism for like $30, and I thought I grossly overpaid, and then graded them, and they were all 10s. I bought like 10 Wander Franco PSA 9 first Bowmans, not the chromes, but the regular ones, for like $40, and I was worried that I overpaid at like $4 a piece. A lot of them like that from that time, that like fall and winter of 19. Good times. Things were a lot more affordable back then. I'll also offer 125 on the times.
Bombarded in the comments for my HGA review.
Hey man, if you criticize HGA, you're gonna pay the price.
It's not even that. It's because there's some of the Tops Now political cards in it.
Oh yeah.
Not like I said anything either way, other than the fact that they are being sold. Can you please name the deadbeat who bought a bunch of Otanis and didn't pay for them? That deadbeat missed out on a chance to quadruple their coin. I threw away their cards. I don't even remember. Not the baseball cards. I threw away their names and what they owed after I sold off most of that stuff. So I do not remember. But yes, they did make a mistake. But then again, Ed, you might realize you made a mistake when you look back a year from now and go, man, look at some of those cards I could have bought. I could have bought 6 Otani cards for $1,000, went to the National, sold them for $2K, had $1,000 to spend on whatever nonsense you plan on purchasing at the National. What do you think the goofiest card Ed will buy? I think he's going to try and buy a Roman Quinn Superfractor at the National. I think that's like the main reason he's going. He pretends like he's going to hang out with the community, but I think it's to invest in Roman Quinn, hope for the bounce back following an Achilles injury to a guy who can't hit, can't field. All he can do is run, and now that ability may be limited.
If I ever see like a Roman Quinn, Michael Franco, Andrew Knapp, like Superfractor for like $50, I'm gonna grab it just to troll you too.
There was a Roman Quinn Superfractor a few years ago. The guy had it listed for like $600. I kept offering like $40 or something. Guy's like, dude, it's a one of one. And I think I replied, I'm as big of a Phillies collector and fan as there is, and I'm just telling you, this guy's not very good. Like, I don't know whatever happened to that card. But I don't think the guy got the 500 he was looking for.
If anyone wants to buy this Wesker Griff special Jordan Guerrero Bowman Inception autograph, you can add it to your stack for $5.
Is that a consignment from the Wesker Griff?
It is. This is my new challenge card. I've graduated from Nicky Delmonico and Roman Quinn. Jordan Guerrero is my next project. No offense, Ed. Someone offered us $1 on this one. I know I have 2 on here. That's an old top litter. Refractor Akiyama. Had to tell him no.
All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I know I've been saying that for a while, but it's becoming the Myco Triple Crown 24 Wesker Griff chat with 19 other people busy doing other stuff who forgot to hit the exit button. What's up, Vester?
I think we make for a pretty entertaining show.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be worse. Should probably give advice. Five cards you should pick up right now before they catch fire. 1, Devi Garcia, CSG 9. Pick it up for $12 before it goes to 13. Could do one of those shows. Pump it and dump it.
Buy Ben Simmons, boys.
All right. Appreciate everyone spending some time hanging out. And we'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.
See ya.